Hey everybody, how you doing today? How you doing today? I hope y'all had a great week. Happy Friday. This is Keisha, your host of Cut the Israel Talk Sports. Please come in the building. Hit the like button on the video as you come in the building. Like, share. I am on the road to my next milestone, which is 3,500 subscribers. Right now, my channel is at 3,087 subscribers. Thank you for you guys supporting me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What's going on, Tony? You doing okay this evening?
I'm doing wonderful. How y'all doing? Y'all miss me from yesterday?
Oh, 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 somebody said my sound's a little off. Hold on. You keep talking.
Yeah, man, I'm doing great. I told y'all if y'all was on earlier with me, I had some coffee. And so when I get coffee, I get extra hyper. I've been hyper all day long. I'm still not off that coffee high.
Oh Lord, can y'all hear me better now? Can y'all hear me better? My
Yeah,
computer
I
wanted to
don't
pick.
want me to drink no coffee. You should never want me to drink no
Yeah, yeah. My computer wanted to pick up my mic for some reason instead of my headset. It be doing its own thing. Sorry about that. Y'all come on in the building, hit the like button. And Tony is still hopped up on coffee. Yeah, yeah. Tony a little drunk. She drunk off caffeine to the place. I don't know what kind of show we gonna have, but I'm gonna try to keep her, you know, from going off the side of the road. I don't know. We'll see. Where you at, Tony, on your page? Do you know?
Oh, I know. I'm 2520, y'all. Thank you so much. 2520.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo, woo. That's what I say. Woo, woo. Yeah, I'm trying to get my girl. She be hyped up on, she says coffee. I don't know what she slipped off in the drink, but I'll find out a little later. She probably don't want to tell me live, but you know how
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is,
yeah, 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 yeah. I want to tell you that. Yeah, 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 yeah,
y'all.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So dang on crazy. You crazy as all crazy as all get out, y'all. That's what's going on today. But hey, we gonna get into it because the WNBA be out here. They won't let us chill 1 second of the day. They say no, we gonna postpone stuff because stuff got a little dicey when all that stuff came out with feet, and then Kathy Engelberg was delaying giving out these awards and stuff. So I guess they own it now. I guess she's feeling a little better about life, and she gonna go and release the awards for these ladies. So Jen, they these awards are supposed to have been out, but things got a little personal, as they keep saying. It's getting personal. That's what they say. So let's get into it. Let me move my and let y'all see who is up. Let me move us over to the side, and then we're gonna
She ought
discuss
to not
the.
see it like that.
She is like that because she says she tired of y'all playing with her emotions. But anyway, let me show y'all who made the Yeah, she said she tired of y'all. Who made the All WNBA first team? Let me bring up my screen, and then I'll call them out for you, and we're gonna talk about it. Well, first team on the All WNBA first team. I don't see any surprises, but I'm gonna call them out. It's Nafisa Kaya, Alicia Gray, Kelsey Mitchell, Alyssa Thomas, and Asia Wilson. Tony, do you have any problem with these
What you
five?
got?
I mean, I got Asia Wilson, the Fee, Kelsey Mitchell, AT, and then Alicia Gray for all WNBA first team.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Oh, okay.
I I don't really, really, truly have a problem with that, but
Go ahead.
I'm saying, we. No, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I have my coffee.
Look,
I ain't got a problem with it.
what y'all think, Chuck? I mean, the first team, I don't have a problem. Let me think about this. Let me think about this give y'all my real reaction. Well,
Yeah,
the dream did get. Mm, See, I don't have any problem with AT, Kelsey Mitchell, Asia Fee, Alicia Gray. I'm okay with it. I just,
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because Alicia Gray was great all season, even though her team. I guess you know what it is. I'm holding them losing to the Fever on the Dream. That's what it is. I feel some type of way, chat. I feel some type of way that the Atlanta Dream messed up my playoffs and didn't advance the way they should have advanced. So, I gotta take my bias out of it. I like the first team. that's the that's the only reason why I
Yeah,
paused. It's the only reason why I paused, Tony. I was like, you
yeah,
know.
no, yeah, no.
You know. Um, so that's good. What y'all think, chat? A lot of people, let me see what y'all say in the chat. Um, a lot of people say y'all seem like the first team is solid. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that's why I say keep messing up. Yeah, yeah. I figure. I mean, I don't have no problem. All of these players came from playoff teams. Is there anybody, Tony, you think should have been here or could have should have had consideration for, for
I,
first team?
no, I'm gonna say that it's a solid. I'm gonna go with that it's solid. No, I don't think. No, I'm looking
I'm
at
with
it. It's the right number. It's the right number.
you. Okay. I mean, even in all the categories, yeah, I think it's a solid list. I'm with you. I'm gonna go to the second. Now, let's get to some controversy since me and you don't have no controversy on the first team. Me, nor you, nor the chat. Everybody's like, yeah, we cool with the first team. Let's get to the second team.
Yeah.
That's yeah. All right. Second team is Aaliyah Boston, Paige Beckers, Sabrina Ionescu, Nneka Agumake, and Jackie Young. Mm-hmm.
Look, look,
Mm-hmm.
look. You know I got a problem with that one.
Uh-huh.
You know I got a
Uh-huh.
problem with it.
Now,
I don't know where they get that first one from.
Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, Aaliyah Boston did not step up until late in the game. Just doing the playoffs. She didn't even step up in the beginning of the season when they were crushing folks. That didn't have much to do with her. It had much to do with the fact that the guards were killing.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey Mitchell, what's that girl's name? You know, we
You
dare
talk
not say her name. Don't you dare say her name. Don't you
you
dare say her
talk
name.
now Caitlin Clark
Don't
didn't
you
have
dare say her name. You
you
know who we
look,
talking about.
you talking about CC. CC wasn't
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean
don't you
CC
dare say her
probably
name.
was
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
good
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe CC probably was
Yeah, yeah.
good maybe 3 or 4 of them
You throwing them
games.
all up. Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah. It was guard play, and she was the cleanup crew on the glass, what you supposed to be, right? But it was
mm-hmm.
nothing spectacular about her game. You gotta, to me, you gotta do astronomical things like Asia Wilson is doing to be in that number It's
Right.
just not selling for me, and I'm not selling Boston short. There was spurts where she did some things, but it wasn't. I'm not sold on it for her to be in this position.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't enough to be in this position. She's done enough, but it wasn't enough to be in this position. Period.
And like Tula Play said, yeah, really only 4 games. 2 games, first game versus Sky and game. Oh yeah, Tula Play's only giving CC 2 games. First game versus the Sky and the New York game. Yeah, like they when Aaliyah Boston is like okay. And so if you're taking Aaliyah Boston off the list, what other big do you think should take her place? And to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck, chat. I'm thinking about it. Hamby should have been all WNBA second team to me.
Of course, of course. There's a number, right?
Like,
It, you got Hamby. Hamby did a great job. Nope, not a great job. She did a phenomenal job, right?
uh huh.
Um, if if we're
I'm thinking
gonna,
about bigs that can replace her.
yeah,
Um, hmm and Hamby was consistent. She was the same all year.
all year, and she wasn't. She didn't have injuries where she sat out over time.
No,
So,
she just showed up and played every night.
yep,
They got the same thing from her every night. Uh,
yep. She showed up and showed out.
Yeah, that's one person that sticks out to me. I would say another person would be if we're gonna stick with the Sparks and then go and maybe go that to a person that's not a big. I I would say, but a lot of times we just messing around with maybe this is team success, but we can't even go there because Paige Becker's team didn't win a lot of games and she's on here.
Right.
So I would say, okay, let me think about it. Let me go look at some stats, y'all. Because I got Derek Hamby.
Okay.
Let me pull up
Let
her
me think about
stats
it.
just
Let
to
me go
make
look at
sure.
some stats because I got
Yeah,
Derek
yeah.
Hamby. Let me pull up her stats just to make sure.
Hold on. I'm getting
Yeah.
it's doubling up. Hold on.
Hold on.
Uh
I'm getting.
so y'all, Derek Hamby had she was for the season 18 points a game, 7.9 rebounds a game, 3.3 assists a game, 1.6 steals per game, and she had 57% field goal percentage as compared to I'm gonna put in the Leah Boston compared to Leah Boston. And this is not no knock on Aaliyah Boston. I'm being clear. I'm just telling you. Aaliyah Boston for the regular season averaged 15 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists a game, 1.2 steals, and 0.9 blocks with a 53% field goal percentage. That's what I'm saying to the plays. In my opinion, Derek Hamby got snubbed because I don't know what the reason is. The reason why she was sub because, like I said before, when I was just talking to Tony, like Paige Becker's team didn't do that good, and she's on this list, so it can't be based on team success. So it's gotta be something else. Um, the only other person I would say if we wanted to stay with the Sparks and think I want to ask you guys what do y'all think about this as another person that might have got snubbed. Um,
I,
is
I I mean, there's another person that shouldn't. I don't
who
think did enough to be on this list. Sabrina.
who that
Sabrina.
that is who I was going to next. Um, let me go look up Sabrina's numbers. Hold on before we do that. Mm.
you know, I'm just like,
Let's look at
who came
Sabrina.
up with this shit?
Sabrina stats was 18 points a game, 4.9 rebounds a game, 5.7 assists a game, 1.3 steals. Right? But to be honest with you, and to me, this is just me. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to. I won't get upset. But I'm gonna go and say it. Say it, Keisha.
Say it,
Just just say it, Keisha.
say it, say it, say it.
Just say it.
Ain't no lip police up in here.
As far as another guard, ah, you don't think Kelsey Plum should have got some kind of consideration?
Plum should have got a consideration for sure. Because let me tell you something. I don't know where they get 18 points. There's quite a few games there Sabrina didn't even score that high. Where they getting that position? Where they getting that percentage from? They must have forgot some games that she missed. They lying. They're upon the line. Is what they doing.
You so crazy.
They're upon
Look,
the line.
they
Yeah,
said,
hell,
look,
if that's the
you
case,
ain't
they
gonna.
forgetting about Shedeur Rivers. Shedeur Rivers didn't have a dominating scoring game. What the hell? You forgot
No,
about, well, what is that girl? That damn Sabrina Mabry. If
yeah,
we want
because
to go off a point scoring,
but and the top five in points per game was Asia, Fee, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Plum, and Paige Beckers.
so where the hell Sabrina come in there? I'm just saying. Somebody help me understand, cause I already knew that.
Some of these people might be just penciled in. Let me see what the chat is saying. Maybe we way off base. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Plum. Yeah, Tula plays that Plum was top 4 points and assists. That one game cost her second team. I know, but I'm saying then again, Paige was bottom. Right, the channel now is higher than ever before. Yeah, I just
They can't say bottom
may,
because
maybe it's just because
Page is
Sabrina,
super bottom. Page is last in the league.
as far as the
Chicago was
team,
last, but she was last as far as the team.
yeah, as far as the
Last.
team,
For a team,
but she
last.
but she was top 5 points per game this season. Paige averaged 19 points a game.
They done.
To be honest with you, I don't have any problem with Paige on the second team.
I don't. Paige did a phenomenal job, and Paige deserved to be there. I don't have one ounce of problem with Paige being in any number because Paige carried her team the best the hell she could.
Hmm. But I don't know, Sabrina.
Yeah. Say it again, Sabrina. Sabrina. Chop,
Y'all
chop,
let me
chop,
know in
chop,
the
chop.
chat.
Sabrina.
Do y'all think Sabrina should be an all WNBA second team?
Hell no. I answer for the chat.
Yeah, I'm asking a question because I.
Like Sabrina, and Sabrina has, as they say, better days. She has had some better days. This year was not them better days. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, to Camilla. Like, I have no problem with. To be honest with you, I have no problem with Paige on this list because she was phenomenal as a rookie, despite her team. But
Exactly.
but Sabrina Ionescu is iffy for me. I, mm, y'all let me know. I think it probably should have went to Kelsey Plum. But they gonna say, because her team didn't make the playoffs and all that
They can't
all that.
use that because shit, neither did Paige.
Right. That's what I said.
Hell.
And the Sparks averaged the second most points in a game, Their problem wasn't scoring. Their problem was defense.
Yep.
But hey, I think that's probably.
Wow.
I think Sabrina was probably a legacy pick. Now, some people online are saying that they think Stewart was snubbed for
What?
second team All WNBA, and I
Nah,
was like, I don't even agree
nah,
with that take at
nah. I,
all
I,
because
I ain't agreeing
Stewart
with
was
that
hurt.
either. Out too much. Out too much. Because if that's the case, then if that's the case, then Angel snubbed. Angel snubbed on several occasions. If that's the case, and she
And
was
some
out more than Angel.
and some people are saying maybe Satu or Kai. But the problem with Satu or Kai, T. Camilla, is because Kai was off. Kai was out half of the season. Satu maybe
Yes.
missed maybe 2 weeks of the season. So I don't know if that hurt her. But yeah, Satu Sabali had a great year. She actually had a great year despite what's going on in the finals. She's
Right.
actually had a great Satu Sabali has actually had a great year. I just don't know if the time out hurt
So,
her in
so
this
I got
running.
something on that.
Go ahead.
Satu did have a great year. Satu's problem is Satu is off and on, and that's
Mhm.
what hurts Satu. When it comes to these recognitions and the players that you see, well, let's use Paige for example, right? Paige may have had one or two games, maybe three, where she was off, but for the better majority of the season, she was on, spot on, and carried her team throughout. So you got to use that and look at that as one of those situations. Jackie Young carried and helped Asia carry the Aces.
Yes,
Phenomenal run.
I
You
have no
so
problem with
Satu,
Jackie
I
Young
would love to put
whatsoever.
yeah, I would love to put Satu in the number. I think it's in most cases she's well deserved. But in these type of accolades, you have to look at it from a number standpoint, and she's so up and down. Although she had one of her better seasons and have done a phenomenal job this year, I think there's more that Satu has to offer, and she's just showing it in spurts. She has to show it consistently every single game and have no fear. When she's a unicorn and she has no fear, she leaves no doubt in nobody's mind.
Hey, here's another point that somebody said in the chat that I thought was thought provoking, Tony.
Mhm.
So you put Stewie on all defensive,
Bullshit. Yeah. Uh huh.
but
Bullshit.
but I'm guessing she wasn't qualified for all WNBA.
Right. Right. So you snub Angel to put Stewie there, but you don't give her all. And it's whoever these cracked out people is. They need to stop smoking and snorting that stuff because they're not right. Allegedly, they need to cut that crap out. You snubbing people for what? And who are the half-ass cracked out people you got voting?
I,
Allegedly. I
hold on,
gotta say allegedly for people think I'm saying somebody really truly out here smoking
but
that
hold
dope
on,
that they're not.
but hold on before you say that. Let's see how the votes. I got it. Let's see how the votes crack down. Okay, let me bring this up here, y'all. So for the second team, Nneka got 60 second team votes. Jackie Young got 41 second team votes. Sabrina got 40 second team votes. Aaliyah Boston got 34 second team votes. And Paige got 34 second team votes. I, I'm
Again,
a,
who's the voter?
again, I don't know who these voters are, but
It's
uh,
sad. It is so sad, Keisha, in
and
chat,
then hold
that
on before
they
you do
won't
this.
even go ahead.
But hold on before you say that. Kelsey Mitchell got 58 first team votes because you know she on the first team, and she
Uh,
got 10 second team votes. Who was these people that gave Kelsey Mitchell 10 second team votes? Who was who was those people?
Somebody that's mad because she didn't win, she didn't get him over the hump. Like the girl got hurt, whoever you are. because I know it is. It's a bitter person. It's a bitter 10. That's what that is.
I,
The girl
I
has an
just want.
amazing year. God dog it. An amazing year. Give it a rest already.
So I just wanted to point that out. We get back to the second team. I just didn't understand what was going on with that. But yeah, somebody, Aaliyah Boston got 34 second team votes. Yeah. And Sabrina got 40. It sounds like a popularity vote for Sabrina.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Tula plays says Sabrina 18.2 and 5.7 on 40% and 29% from Plum 19.5, 42% at 36% from three. Also, Plum played 43 of 44 games and took her team from 8 wins to 21. Hey, you ain't
Exactly.
look Tula, you ain't got to
Exactly.
convince me.
So look, we
I
know, baby. We love it. We love the
I'm
stats.
I'm
We're
here with you.
100% agreement.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Go
The only
on and write
person
them, Tulip. Write them people, Tulip. Tell them they bullshit
and
on
the
that
other per
greasy chicken.
and the other person on the second team, like Nneka, I can't complain about Nneka at all.
Can't complain about Nneka. Nneka actually stepped up this year from last year. She put up more yards and she put up versatile game this year than she did last year.
Hold on,
I have
6'8".
absolutely no problem.
No problem. Hold on, 6'8" like to come up in here and talk stuff. He said Plum should have made it over Page, but hold on one second. Let's
Slow
go
your
to
roll,
Page.
boys. Slow your roll.
Hold
Slow your
on.
roll.
We're gonna talk numbers. Let's go to Page's numbers.
Hit it.
Hold on.
It's that.
Yeah, let's get some stats up here. Sabrina was for the season. She had 18 points a game, 4.9 rebounds, 5.7 assists a game, and then her field goal percentage was 40%. Okay, let's see what a rookie did against Sabrina. A rookie put up 19 points a game, 3.9 rebounds a game, 5.4 assists, 1.6 steals, 47% shooting from the field, 33% from three.
Ah, ah,
Mhm. I don't even need to elaborate.
ah.
Paige
You
was
heard me.
Paige was
Ah,
better than Sabrina.
ah,
She just was on a
oh,
losing team.
ah.
Because basketball is a
Hey,
team
hey.
sport. It's a
It's a
team
team
sport.
sport.
And one person can't get all the points. I mean, then plus I pull up Kelsey Plum. Hold on, and then plus most of the season, Paige Becker was rolling with
Yep,
rookies like her,
yep,
J.J. Quinlan, Zaya
yep.
James, Maddie Secrets went down. Dejanay Carrington hated man bun, got hurt.
Ah,
Nelissa Smith got traded. Arike Umbawale was hurt most of the season. Meanwhile, Paige is still over there putting the ball in the hoop. Kelsey Plum, 19.5 points a game, 3.1 rebounds a game, 5.7 assists a game. That's really close to Paige, right? She
close
shot
to Page, but not over Page.
Hold
But
on. She shot 42% from the field, 1.2 steals per game. Paige shot 47% from the field and had 1.6 steals a game.
mm-hmm.
She still was better than Kelsey Plum.
Still better. That was evident. So let me say this. Thanks for giving us the stats, Keisha. I appreciate you. I love when you go to the stats and you try
It
to
is what it is.
correct folks wrong, right? But here's what I
Mm-hmm.
need you all to do in the chat sometimes. When you come in here with that, I want you to understand that it's always going to be a numbers game first. We can sit here and we can try to do the eye test because we just like a person, but it ain't always
Right.
about like. It's about the numbers. It's about what these individual players are putting up. I appreciate the fact that you like a person and you just think that they're more deserving. But it ain't about that. It's about the numbers. It's about the production in which they're giving. Plum came from the Aces doing a great job, and she had to take a back seat on a back burner sometimes for a lot of situations. I get that. I understand that 6 for 8. But Plum, at times, yes, she took sparks from down here to up there. We get it. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of games where Plum had to learn to not be so selfish. I like her. I like her a lot. I love what she do. But it's about the numbers. You take away the selfishness and you give the first half of the season what she did in the second half of the season, and guess what? Plum is going to average 21 to 22 points a game because she settled in. Keisha, you get what I'm saying? She
Yeah, yeah,
settled
yeah.
in. She settled in with her team. And now she looks better. She looks poised. She's not forcing. She's not trying to drag the team along and put the team on her back because now she trusts her team. But if you got to do that from the jump, I'm looking at it from all angles. I am not going to be biased about nothing based on a player. I am not biased about Angel whatsoever. She is my girl. She is my player. She is who I'm rocking with till the wheels fall off. But I am never going to be biased about her game whatsoever. So I'm not going to be biased about anybody's game because I just love the game of basketball. So I want to see all of these ladies get their just due, but Paige is definitely more deserving than Plum.
Hmm.
And that's
And
my
also,
take on that.
and also, Tony, we talk about situational, right?
Yes.
Kelsey Plum is a veteran,
Yes.
so these numbers are expected of her. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Paige Becker was figuring out the WNBA and still putting up numbers like she a vet.
Yep. And she deferred, Keisha. She deferred.
Yeah, because she was trying to fit in. It's a
Exactly.
new
She
team.
deferred. Yes. Because she wanted more for her teammates than herself. So you imagine if she didn't defer to her teammates. If she didn't defer to Enrique when Enrique was playing, imagine the numbers that Beckers could have put up. She
Hmm.
would have shattered numbers. And I'm just being honest. It's about honest and numbers. Let's look at the analytics of it. We don't want to do this because we like a player. Let's go with the analytics of the game. If she
Look,
didn't defer, it would be amazing. Her numbers would be off the charts.
now somebody asked me to pull up Angel Reese number, so I did. So
Yeah, pull them up.
Angel averaged 14.7 points a game, 12.6 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists a game,
Hmm.
and 1.5 steals per game, and she field goal percentage was 45.8
Right. And
on
that
on
was the
on
reason
on a
why they
losing team.
said she didn't get picked for the all defensive second team because um what's her name? AB numbers was just a little bit better, and that's the call. I'm not gonna disagree. If her numbers are better, then her numbers are better. So I'm not gonna argue that. But I still sure as hell don't think that Stewie should have been there. And
No,
that's why I say she's stubborn, right? Because if you take Stewie out of it, then that leaves room for Angel to jump in because then that takes her out of the equation. So your next
right.
best numbers is Angel
You saying for all defensive? Yeah.
for all defensive teams, right? So now
If
you
if
got
the
AB
teams is
and Angel. in there.
If the team success didn't matter, right?
If
At
the
least
team
that.
success didn't matter, absolutely correct.
But for these awards, team success don't matter. But
Right.
for all defensive,
But for
and
all
that
defensive, it did matter
it did matter. I,
for both teams.
hmm hmm I got you.
Yes. So
I'm just trying to stay
statistically,
up. I'm
yeah,
just trying to stay with
statistically, that's what we are with it, right? No, I mean, I applaud you, 6'9". I know
Look,
8,
yeah,
7,
I'm just.
6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'12". I'm joking with you. I know your name. Your name is 6'8". I'm just messing with you. But I'm just saying, I applaud you. I know you like Plum. Plum is a great player.
I'm
I get you,
plum.
but
I like
I
plum too.
we just want to go with the statistical numbers and let's analyze it the right way and we just talking about the dumb shit. The dumb shit that these people doing right now.
It's like it's just no rhyme or reason to it. It's no consistency. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes,
like
absolutely.
I mean Stewart number yeah, Tula played. I I want y'all to hear me in the chat. I'm not saying Stewie's defensive numbers were not. I'm not saying that her defensive numbers weren't good. They were good. The problem is she didn't play. Half the season Stewart was gone. So what if
That
what if we took all of these players and just gave them like 12, maybe 20 games, and all of their numbers might have been better if we were just going off of those amount of games.
yeah, we went off of just the games that they played. If we went off of just the games that they played, guys, and that had to be the numbers that they went with, then more than
Stewie
none
played
would
31
be in
games.
caliber. I don't remember Stewie playing 31 games. Stewie seemed like she was out forever. If she did,
Maybe
I
I'm
missed
looking.
it.
Look. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Let me go. Look, Stewie played 31. He might have. Look, I just thought.
It
Look.
seemed like she was out longer than that, and
It just seems like
maybe I
Stewie
could be
was.
wrong. If I'm
Maybe
wrong,
that's
then
what it
I'm wrong.
is. Maybe she was out of sight, out of mind too long. Maybe that's what it was. Did Stewie play? This not including the postseason, right? Because you know
It
this supposed
seemed
to be
like she was
regular.
out longer than that.
This is supposed to be a regular season awards, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be regular season, not playoffs. Because typically they push it out right when the regular season is over in the midst of the playoffs, but not this deep into the playoff run. They do it
Hmm.
immediately.
Usually, I don't know what Kathy Berg
Yeah,
doing.
usually. Kathy just
Usually,
bad.
but but I'll tell you this though. But I got a question, Chad. You think Stewart was better than Hamby?
Okay, they said she played 31 games. Okay, I guess that's her numbers
I
then.
didn't. Look, for
I
the
guess
whole.
that.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I think it might be that
Damn.
maybe we including the. I don't know. Shit.
I don't
Regular.
know.
Yep,
We can't. We can't.
31. She played
Oh
31
damn.
games. But damn.
Well, damn, then Keisha. Well, there you
Yeah,
have it. Then she right where she's supposed to be.
I guess so. But
Then
we'll
she
leave.
right where she's supposed to be.
Look, look,
Then we leave that
look.
alone.
We'll leave it alone then.
And then
It
well,
just
leave
felt.
that alone. Then she
It just
right
felt
where she's
like
supposed to
Stewart.
be. Then
Look,
31 games.
it felt like Stewart was gone a long time. But I'm just
I
trying to figure
swear it
out.
seemed like Stewart was gone forever.
I'm just trying to figure out. Hamby don't get nothing over AB and none of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
oh
Man,
Hamby, I feel for Hamby because man,
she don't.
if
She don't even get. You know, I already knew
she
what the.
don't even get considered, man.
I already knew what the agenda was since the beginning of the season. To be honest with you, Tony, because they didn't even make Hamby an All Star.
Nah, they didn't. That's cold blooded too.
But you know,
That was cold blooded.
hey y'all, we gonna get look. We gonna agree to all disagree. We gonna get
Yeah. Well,
yeah. We gonna,
thank you, chat, for letting me know that she played 31 games because I couldn't call it. Hell, I couldn't call it.
this seems like school was out a long time, but hey, I can't call it either. We just gonna agree. Uh-oh. There go my girls. Let me show y'all this. I mean, Paige. I seen this young lady in person, and she is everything they advertise. I was like, okay, that chicken ball. Jackie Young, I don't have no problem with her, and I definitely don't have no
Man,
problem with
Young
Madam.
is a
I
killer.
don't have no problem with Madam President and Nneka. Madam President is a bucket every time she on the floor. Sabrina, I don't know
Madam
about
President said,
Sabrina.
I get finer with, I'm like that wine, when that wine age, you know how fine it is, how good it is as it get older. That's that's
And
Mecca.
I had a little problem with AB. I'm all right though. Congratulations,
Yeah,
AB though. Congratulations.
yeah, we'll give it to her. She had a she I don't know if she's deserving of that, but hey, you made it. Congrats. You gotta do what you gotta do,
Congratulations.
and that's only
Congratulations,
because she
AB.
played more games. Angel, I need you to not goddamn be hurt for a whole season now, cause
That's
you
the other
hurt yourself,
thing.
girl.
That's the other thing with Ada Reese. She was hurt.
She get mad. She's hurt
You
twice.
know. But like I tell the chat all the time, I don't know what the rules are. They change them every 5 minutes. The goalpost moves left to right. So that's why I have y'all here so we can have these conversations and debate. You know. But all right, let's get to the next topic. Y'all. Well, speaking of Nneka and Madam President,
Oh,
Madam
Madam
President,
President.
Madam President has spoken about the CBA, and I'm gonna play a little bit of that because Madam President say people been waiting on her to speak, and she says she gonna get it in. So let me just play a little bit of it, and then we're gonna talk about it. Hold on,
All right.
pull it up. Let me pull it up. Here we go, chat. Yep, she finally speaks to the. Oh shoot, how about this?
All right,
Yeah.
let's get into some of the CBA negotiation stuff that's happening. For you personally, how are you balancing just as president, but also just a player in this league, the responsibility, I guess, to both want to have a league, of course,
Yeah.
but also, making sure you're getting what is rightfully yours. How do you approach that balance?
Yeah, I mean, you've been in our position before on the executive. You know how it is. You want to make sure that you come to the table prepared to negotiate. You also want to not lose yourself in what the collective also wants. You want to also be able to use your individual voice. And so I'm always very careful about how I express myself as Nneka, how I express myself as the president, how I express myself as a member of this union, and how I express myself as a player in this league. There is some compartmentalizing that kind of comes with that responsibility, but I've learned along the way that keeping quiet is not always the way to go. But leading through empowering others is incredibly important. I've done a lot of listening. Listening is very, very, very important.
Hey, I'm gonna stop for just a second. Remember we was talking about yesterday that sometimes you can lead by empowering others. How you
Yep.
be in the room with people, but you might empower others to go out front and do the talking. Remember we was talking about
Yep.
that a couple of days ago with
You
Fee coming
said it.
out.
You said it.
All right, I just wanted to toot my horn, y'all. Toot, toot. Let's hit
Do
the
it.
play.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Important. We did a lot of listening in our last CBA negotiation. And so hearing people out, but then also making sure that everyone is engaged. And then when you listen to others, you also get to learn some things that perhaps even in a leadership position you wouldn't have considered. And it's just kind of like balancing all of that in flow as I go. But then too, making sure that the main thing still stays the main thing. You know, like in season, yes, I'm available. Yes, we have meetings. Yes, I engage when we need to, but I'm also here to play. You know, I'm here to play basketball. That's what I want to do. I want to play again and again and again, which includes a season in 2026. But it's not going to happen unless we come together and understand what the main thing is and ensure that we can get a good deal done, because that is what we deserve, you know. Not losing sight of what that is and how we can get there shouldn't mean that it won't happen.
I love that. So something that I think all of us who've been in the WNBA for the last however many years you want to put on it have had to balance this. And I'm curious how you think of it.
Mm-hmm.
The balance, and Megan and I actually talked about this a little bit on a touch more yesterday on this stage. The balance of pointing out discrepancies,
Mm-hmm.
pointing out the injustice within the league, while simultaneously building your league up, right? I always think of this.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop right there. I just want to speak to just a little bit, y'all, of Nneka having to walk this tightrope with being a player, representing the players, and also negotiating with the commissioner and the owners of this league. That is
Right.
and while still being a teammate. So you could be accused of a lot of things, because I've heard people say, I think Nneka the ops. Well,
Right. And she not, but okay.
I've heard people say that. It's a
Yeah, I heard it.
fine tight rope to try to make sure you keep your not let emotion get involved. You try to negotiate with these people who are not trying to give you what you know your players like you deserve, and they're giving you all of these reasons why they shouldn't give it to you. You have to take into account their reasons while trying to keep the emotions at bay of the people you are representing. It's got to be a hard job. Why are you trying to play and win championships and win games and be there for your teammates on the team? So Tony, what you think? That's a
It's
hard job.
extremely hard. It's an extremely hard job, because the moment you say the wrong thing, or your body language is wrong, right? You don't even have to say a word, but your body language is wrong. Your look is wrong. You have just changed the entire trajectory of how any negotiation is going to go, and you just have to be careful.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's keep going, because Sue Bird is about to talk about. She's about to discuss how you navigate when you see a whole bunch of things wrong. How do you navigate? How you make sure everybody knows things are wrong? Do you make it public? Do you not make it public? So hold on.
One particular moment. We were in the bubble. We had just negotiated to get there, which was very difficult. We enter our bubble season, and one of the laundry rooms was a proper shit show. It was disgusting. There might have been like a rat in there, definitely some Florida bugs. If anyone's been to Florida, the bugs there are like 8 feet tall. It was gross. And there's this moment where it's like, okay, do we talk about this because they're not fixing it? So do we talk about this publicly? But does that make our league look bad? Do we now look like all the narratives are telling people to view us, right? Like not worth it. They don't make enough money. And so there's a little bit of a dance that happens there. How do you approach that dance?
I mean, yeah, it is a dance. It's an intricate tango, really, and I think that's a perfect example. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're here because we love the sport. Everyone supports something that boils down to the sport and how we perform. Do we need it to perform? Then let's talk about it. You know, like if it's going to make my life easier to be able to go out on the court and do what I need to do, let's talk about it. Now, how we talk about it, who talks about it, when we talk about it, that's where we now engage perhaps the collective movement. You know, we had a lot of experience of that in the bubble, where it's like, hey, we need to stop and talk about this. This is what's important right now. What are you feeling? How do you feel about this? What do you think we should do? Then once everybody kind of speaks about it, you can kind of figure out the direction that you need to go. But I think we've learned time and time again that keeping quiet is not the answer, but there also is a way to speak up where you can be heard.
Yeah, and to finish that story, the laundry room, Alicia Clark went on First Take, talked about it, showed pictures, and what do you know? The laundry room got fixed like the next day.
Like the next day.
And that's when we talk about, as players in the past, being incentivized to speak on these things publicly. So real quick for those that.
So let me stop right there. So let me get this straight. They kill these women if they say, look, I don't want to go in the laundry room where a rat is trying to attack me.
Right.
Because they say they're not worth it. They don't make enough money. They're blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But if this was going on at their workplace,
And that workplace.
they would be all up in arms, going live on social media.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just talking about, I'm not talking about you guys in the chat, but a lot of people try to portray these women as not grateful, and they don't deserve these certain things because oh, they lost 50 million. You know, they've been throwing that number out there for like a whole 2 years. But certain standards and basic humanity, certain things just should be. But I gotta go on First Take and talk to Stephen A. for y'all to come get this exterminator out here. We gonna keep going, and y'all wonder why these ladies, or why some of these ladies are fed up with. That should be a quick call to maintenance or
A
whatever, and
huge
say,
call to
hey,
maintenance.
you just called maintenance and say, look, I seen a rat. Come get it. All right,
Right.
we're gonna lay some traps. We're gonna get the exterminator. We're gonna get Arkin out here. Y'all should have never seen that. That's it. But I gotta go on a national TV show to get you to fix something that should
Right.
be basic.
Because here's the deal, Keisha. Behind closed doors, it's like, deal with it. Don't nobody want to hear that. Either you play or you go home. And it's like, how do you tell a player to play in the midst of that? So if they got bit because they bent down to throw something into the wash or grab something out of the dryer that happened to get into their clothes, then what do? And they have to go to the hospital. Which means you're certainly not gonna pay their bill. What you gonna tell them? Well, you should have been paying attention. What? Now, if I spill that, don't you say anything, I'm gonna ruin your career. You'll never be able to play in this league again. Look at
That's
the
what they have.
words that P used against that coach last year for Chicago Sky.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never get a job again if you speak on anything dealing with this locker room or what's happening. What?
Right.
What's the idle threats, man? How
That's
about
basically
you
how it
don't
was.
you watch yourself? That's how it was, and that is how it is still to this day. Make no mistake. It is still the same way to this day. This is why a lot of women are afraid to speak up. And so
Right.
they're quiet. And it's only the bold and the young ones are your bold. Your Angel Reese's are your bold, right? Nneka's tight. Nafisa's tight. Extremely. Nafisa is fed up. We're not going to say tired. She's fed up. She told you she's fed up, flat out.
Right.
They're not holding it no more. They can't take some of this stuff. Although you gave them a little bit more than what you've given others, because all three of those top dogs veterans, four top dog veterans, AJ, Stewie, and Nneka all have gyms and facilities that have the amenities that they need, but you don't have the other ones that have those things. So they're quiet. You see what I'm saying? You see how that goes, chat? Those other players on those other teams, they're quiet. They don't have much to say because if they say something, they feel that they hurt what their team is going to get.
Correct.
It's a problem.
It is. Look, That is how this has been run for all this time. Let's continue. Hold on. Let's go.
That haven't seen this update, which I don't know how, if you follow the WNBA, you haven't. Nafisa Collier gave a statement, a 4-minute statement, essentially calling out leadership, calling out Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner. Kathy Engelbert then had a press conference, essentially denying some of what Nafisa said there was a meeting with Nafisa the next week. A couple days later, Nafisa then cancels this meeting. So this is where we are currently, just to give you a quick update. How have you, what's your thoughts on the whole back and forth of it all?
Well, I mean, I think what Nafisa did was an exceptional display of that leadership, of speaking truth to power in a way that she can be heard. You know, we've had players do it in the past. We've had teams do it in the past. And today, this is where we're at. And this is not where we want to stay. And I think that that's exactly why she's a member of our executive committee. I agreed with what Nafisa said. You know, I think everybody has a way of communicating what they said. And I think she really spoke a lot of the sentiments that the players had been expressing, many of which, to be honest, were conversations that have been had, not publicly, with leadership. But she took it upon herself to use her platform in a way that was monumental and is going to contribute to the transformational change that we're going to see. You know, I think that there was still there's still much to be wanted from Kathy's comments. And I understand that we're not just in the middle of negotiations, but, you know, the playoffs are happening. You're trying to run leagues. You know, we have maybe perhaps the largest free agency on the precipice once this deal gets done.
It's the largest.
Yeah.
You all are free agents.
We are all free agents. And so there's a lot on the line. And I think that's why Nafisa spoke up. You know, she definitely spoke to things that we talk about on the EC. And it's amazing as well for someone like her and for someone like Stewie to be in a position to kind of peek into what it's like to run a league. And I think that that's the advantage that we have in having players like that who are creating more opportunities and creating the growth that we want to see. For us to be able to do the same thing for the league that we all love and the league that we all play in.
Yeah. Something else Megan and I talked about yesterday was this idea of trust, right? Trust in these negotiations. It needs to be built. It needs to be sustained for really any negotiation to be successful. This is also something that Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, spoke about.
Oh, let's pause before she get to that.
Right.
I'm just gonna tell y'all my thoughts because this is Lakeisha thoughts, aka Keisha. She absolutely knew that girl was gonna get that Sadie. Nneka.
Yeah. Of course Nneka knew. Come on, baby. You
She
know Nneka
absolutely
knew.
knew.
You heard what she said. It was the absolute right time for her to do.
I told y'all sometimes you gotta listen. You gotta listen to, you know, the stuff people say and the stuff people don't say. She
Yeah,
absolutely
baby.
and I agree with it 100% with what Fee said. And you know, I just felt I was happy that she used her platform to say it. Cold,
If you think
cold.
these ladies don't talk, if you think she didn't talk to Nneka and Stewie, who were on that panel with her before she said what she said, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm about to do this, and look, you're either with me or you're not.
That's pretty much what Fee said.
That's
Yeah,
what she
that's what
said,
Fee
because she
said.
was going to do it regardless. She was
That's what Fee
tired.
said. Fee said, look, she sent a text message, 911. I need to talk to you right now.
911. 911, hon.
I
We
know,
on this.
I know I'm on this committee with you, so I want to, because I have the utmost of respect for you, I'm gonna let you know what I'm about to do, so you don't be blindsided. That's exactly
Yeah.
what happened.
She said, this is not a fire drill. This is not a fire drill. This is the real deal, Holyfield. This is not a fire drill. We talked about this. We practiced this before.
And meanwhile, now Nneka, now that Feeding did what she did, Nneka can operate, she can negotiate in good faith. Like, you know, everybody knows what we want. So if you don't give it to us, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be labeled as the person that didn't give it to the players. And so if there's a lockout, you're gonna be blamed for it, Kathy.
Yes. It's a no win for Kathy on all angles. She's going to have to give them what they want. This is why we talked about how calculated this is, Keisha.
Right, right. Hey guys, hit the like button. Let me hit the play button again. Hold on. We got more. Adam Silver.
Recently. What did you think of his comments?
I disagree that it's personal. You know, we've been saying this from the beginning. I think maybe perhaps even since opt out, it's business. You know, that's certainly the.
Hey, Tony.
I heard it.
Madam President said this ain't personal, this business,
Hey,
baby.
hey, I heard it.
You trying to paint us as emotional creatures that don't know how to handle negotiations.
Right, right.
And we not going for it, boo.
We ain't going for it. Stop hollering. Stop hollering, Adam.
All right, let's hit play.
Mantra that's been imparted upon us from the league. You know, this is business. I think that you can take it personally if you, in perhaps, you know, naturally in a negotiation, you don't like what's being said, but you and I have been there. Yeah, it feels personal at times, but it's business at the end of the day. And I think that our players have been doing an amazing job. Our union members have been doing an amazing job of displaying our knowledge about the business and understanding where we want to see it go, which is for it to grow and for us to be represented in that growth moving forward. So I understand that, you know, relationships have to be mended in negotiations. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's quite simple, really. Yeah. So taking a lot of the emotions that perhaps you have out of it can be alleviated in the negotiations.
Absolutely. So I used to always joke about our
bars. She said, "Look, we can mend all this in the negotiations. You know, if you just
bars,
do,
Keisha,
if
bars.
you just do the right thing, like Spike Lee."
Bars, Keisha. Those were bars. You heard what she said. Mended in negotiations. Bars.
Now, Kathy, you got a little personal calling Fee a liar, and she ain't say nothing, and Fee say you a lie too. I get the personal part, you know, that people are trying to. I get it, but at the end of the day, we got to go in this room and talk. And I don't want to hear nothing about who lied to who and who lied to. I need to see the paper and write down what you gonna do for me, player. I don't want to hear that shit about she lied on me. He lied on me. The way that Applebee's lied on me. I don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
What
you
are you gonna do for the players? That's what I'm here for. That's what Nneka is saying. I ain't here for all that. Fee said what she had to say. You came up there and apologized and said what you had to say. I ain't getting into all that. I need to know what you're gonna do for these 150 some odd players that's coming in the league next year. That's what I need to know.
That's right. That's right. That's what we want to know.
We don't need to get no drinks. We don't need to be out there with the stud buzz, hanging out at the club. We cool on that. You don't have to be our friend. No, this ain't personal no more. This business.
It's business, boo. Stop saying that all females are emotional creatures. Stop that.
Look, shove that paper. One thing about us, we do have emotions because every human has emotions, right? But if you give us that paper and we get to reading and we look at the paper and the contract,
break it down. We're gonna break it down.
We got a very analytical mind, and we looking at you still ain't giving us shit. Oh, you know.
Hell, get out of here with that. Take that. Come back with something else.
Hold on. We're gonna keep going. Let me see what else they talk about, and then we're gonna get up off of this. Hold on.
At our last CBA, how many people are Jersey Shore fans? Like, we're aware of it. Okay, this is a hit or miss when I tell this story. But on Jersey Shore, they do this thing where they put on a shirt to get ready for the night, but it's not the shirt they're going to go out in. It's the shirt before the shirt. Okay. And I always said that our last CBA was the shirt, but it was the CBA before the CBA because we knew we needed to like scrap some things out of it, scratch and claw, create a new foundation. So when the growth hit, we would be ready. This CBA, this next CBA would be ready to capitalize. And now that growth is finally hitting. So now that it's here and the CBA definitely needs to reflect that, can you explain to everyone, like, first off, just the financial ask? Like what's at stake financially?
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. The last CBA was the catalyst. I mean, the last CBA was the first agreement that we had seen that didn't resemble all the ones before it, and it kind of gave us a stepping stone to where we want to go. Moving forward now, I think you also hit the point of trust. You know, we were hopeful in the last CBA. We trusted what we're experiencing right now. And it's important for us to realize that that trust has to yield that that hope is now a reality. And we're talking so much about growth. We understand that that we needed time to grow, which is what we came to terms with in the last CBA. But now the growth is here. The business is growing. And the only part of the business that doesn't grow is that which that represents the value of the players. And so what we're seeking simply is a salary structure that resembles the portion that the players get that grows with the business. That's all that we're really seeking right now. And we know that that deal can get done, and we look forward to seeing it through. But we also know that negotiations have to happen along the way.
They do have to happen. So
Oh yeah, Tony, that's all I'm a player that. Oh yeah, Tony. Hey, Nneka say she up for it.
See up for it.
Nneka has
Hey,
spoken. Nneka has spoken, y'all.
they're all swinging. And I'm going to tell you, so is Stewie. Stewie has not put her words out there yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
Hmm.
And when you did what they did in a presser to her coach, Stewie is a very calculated speaker, and she's going to come out the time seeing those type of players, and she will weigh the analytic side of things, but she was tired, and she said, "No, I'm going now. Time is now." When Stewie comes out and speaks, it's going to be just like Nneka, very
Hmm.
calculated, very professional, very sound, but the words are going to be just as harsh as Steve because Stewie is pissed.
Hmm.
Stewie isn't going to be as nice as Nneka. And her words will probably definitely mimic those of Fee for sure. The sentiments of Fee and what she went through and why she is so will affect Stewie in the same way. When the media knows before the players that their coach is gone, and you're shocked and you have to say, what the fuck? In the middle of being interviewed in your post conference. It's crazy. So you
Hmm.
have a lot of these things going on all the time, and every which way you want to name it or claim it. But these players are all for it. They're all with it. They trust their panel that represent them for the W, and they know that these women will not steer them wrong. So they trust them with their whole heart, not just a little bit. So I'm totally up to hear what's next, who's going to speak next, and what's going to take place next with this CBA for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think like when we was talking before when we was talking to Deval, I agree with him that the women do have a lot of leverage, you know. They have a lot of leverage that they have at their disposal. Um Hopefully Kathy Engelbert can get it done. and get the CBA done. Look, we only got about maybe 2 or 3 more weeks left. But if she cannot
Right.
come to, if she can't come to the middle of the table of what these ladies are hoping for, Adam Silver is probably gonna have to step in. And if Adam Silver has to step in and and finish negotiations, that doesn't look well for her. So I'm thinking that she's gonna be extremely motivated to try to
You
get this
better be
CBA
motivated.
done. I think she's gonna be very motivated to get this CBA done because the amount of bad press that she's taken, even when she said, even though she's been saying over and over, where she said that one time that she didn't say that and feed it, a lot of people, the sentiments around the league and everything, a lot of people don't believe Panther. A lot of people believe Fee. So
Of
her
course.
credibility, her credibility
It's shot.
is
It was
is
shot the moment
waning.
she didn't say anything.
Yeah, credibility is waning. And if this negotiation heads to a lockout, it's gonna look further worse on her, despite the positive things she brought to the league, which is what I'm talking about, like bringing in funds and all the accolades that Adam Silver talked about. She did do some good things, but it will be overshadowed by this conflict. And
Yeah.
she lost the players long before Fee even got up there to speak.
Yep.
So that's neither here nor there. But we're gonna get to our
They
last topic of the
said
we're gonna get to
oh,
our
it's
last topic of
come
the day.
to the end of the road.
You so crazy. I'm gonna get to the last topic of the
Oh
day, but
man.
before I do that, I want to show y'all something that's too cute. Uh, and then we'll get to the last topic of the day. I'm gonna show y'all something that's cute. Hey, this woman is up here at the game with a sign that said she'll trade her husband for a pick with Asia. She say he can go.
You can go. Angel, what say you, Angel?
Angel, Angel Wilson.
So
Look,
funny.
look, she at the finals. She say, look, he can go.
Angel.
I need a picture with Asia. Okay?
Angel, what say you, Angel?
I
Oh
don't think
my
Asia should
God.
look, I don't think Asia should go over there messing with that lady. But I thought
Hey, Bam ain't playing that.
right.
Bam ain't playing it. Bam said you better walk right past that sign.
I thought that was funny, boy. I said, okay,
that
these people in
that
here.
is cute.
That is
That's too
funny.
cute.
Yeah, man.
Just
All
say
right.
no. Keep your husband. I'll take a pic with you. Keep your husband. I'll
all,
take a
all
picture.
he could do
I don't
was
want.
laugh. Look, the husband is like, Lord Jesus, what what
Oh
what
my
did I
wife. What
marry?
is exactly?
What,
Exactly.
Lord Jesus. All
That's
right.
so funny.
Lady Blue say diabolical. It is. It is diabolical. All right, y'all. Well, our last topic of the day is gonna be a quick one. Because meanwhile, after all the fumbling and bumbling and running around and talks and getting up in press conferences and saying all kind of silly stuff every 5 minutes, the Cleveland Browns have finally said, you know what, we gonna let we gonna let Shedeur
you
Sanders
know it?
be QB2. Okay? Like, I don't know
Wow.
why it was so hard to
What
say that
did
after
you?
look, after you had traded Joe Flacco. I don't know why it was so hard to say that. I don't know why the backup quarterback is being covered. This is Sitman. I don't know why this is breaking news. Why you doing stupid stuff, Cleveland Browns, to be ridiculed. But yes, y'all, Shedeur Sanders is quarterback two for the game coming up. on Sunday. I'm probably gonna call that game to see how Dylan Gabriel do against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the reason why we talking about this topic is for one topic only, for one purpose only. Shedeur Sanders is gonna be right behind Dylan Gabriel, looking at him like I be looking at people with the side eye.
Uh-huh.
And I
Mess
want
up,
to
bruh.
know, I want to know if we think um Dylan Gabriel could handle this pressure. But hold on, let me play this and then we're gonna talk about it because there's pressure on Dylan Gabriel, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. Here we
Yeah,
go.
there's still
Dylan
none on
Gabriel
Shedeur.
is the starting quarterback against the Steelers this week. Shedeur Sanders is the backup. No more emergency stuff for him. So he has been elevated to the number 2 position, the greatest position in Cleveland sports history, backup quarterback, because everybody wants you. Next week,
Sound like a little hateration, but we're
You
gonna
you
keep going.
heard that. You heard that shit. Choke him out. Okay.
We're gonna keep going though.
and forget about this week even because I mean it's in Pittsburgh and Steeler fans are going to be Steeler fans. When they return back home, as we were just talking to fearless leader, Dylan Gabriel will be sitting if he was being quarterback for the Browns as a starting quarterback.
Now, why
you know where
are
we're
you
going with
doing
this? This because it's true.
Why
It's just
are
true.
you doing
It's
this?
true.
Who wins? Oh God!
They just put a lot of pressure on Dylan Gabriel. They did because next week they got. Let's not forget, right? This is a team that told Joe Flacco to go pack in the first time so they could bring Deshaun Watson in and have a clean runway, so there wouldn't be any debris on the runway. There wouldn't be fans off on the side screaming and yelling, going, "Oh, why isn't Joe playing? Joe's the one that helped us get to the playoffs." Blah 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 blah. So they cleared the runway on that. What they did to Dylan Gabriel today by making Shedeur the backup, which I'm good with. I'm good with. Let me finish my point.
Okay, please finish. Please finish.
All
I
they
apologize.
did to Dylan was, let's just say it's 80 degrees out, 90 degrees out, and you go sit in your car and you've got a little extra coin and you've got the heated seats and you see the little markers off on the side. Yeah, there's one, just mildly warms your seat a little bit. 2, it's a little bit warmer, but you're not sweating. 3, it's getting a little crispy. And 4, you're sweating. And you're sweating the bad sweat, right? You're like, I'm driving and this isn't good. Because I got to tell you, whatever kind of car he's driving next week, if things don't go right, it's like sitting down on that chair in your car when you know you're going to start sweating because the seat is going to be hot because the fans are going to be screaming for Shedeur. That is going to happen at the next home game. Dylan Gabriel is the...
Hey, Tony, is the
Yep.
seat hot for Dylan Gabriel?
That damn seat is boiling hot. He he's sitting on one of them gumbo pots. You know that little flaming, that little deep pot with all that water just boiling and boiling and boiling. And all they do is they just put a lid over it, right? But you can see that fire that water just bubbling. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. He's sweating bullets. As soon as he put that helmet on, he's sweating bullets. That whistle sound on that first play, they kicked that ball off. Oh yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
Hey,
He said it.
it's not only hot for Dylan Gabriel. I think the seat is getting hot for Coach Stefanski too, because
That fool is flaming.
after all of this foolishness and this buffoonery that's been going on, now Dylan Gabriel is the guy. That's the one. That's the one you. That's the one you wanted. Now he's got to perform in your offense, which many don't believe is a great one. But
Right.
that's left up to debate. But you are gonna try your darnest to dummy down the offense enough so that Dylan Gabriel can look like a competent quarterback, competent game manager, so you don't get him into trouble. But the problem is, you can do all that, and if the Steelers whoop your tail, that doesn't negate the fact that the seat is going to get warm for said rookie Dylan Gabriel. That's why I say the organization is just all kinds of messed up because this quarterback situation, like I said on another stream, The Cleveland Browns are paying 8 quarterbacks right now. 8.
Wow. Eight.
Because
That's hey.
like the guy said in the clip, they had Joe Flacco before and released him because they brought in Deshaun Watson.
Uh-huh.
Then they went and drafted Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel. They brought in Kenny Pickett. They got rid of Kenny Pickett before preseason was over with. Now they got rid of Flacco again. And now Dylan Gabriel is thrust into this quarterback controversy with Shedeur, who's behind him, which many believe, regardless of what these hating people, some of these hating people in Cleveland say, many of us believe he's better than Dylan Gabriel. So now all of this is
Yes,
going to play
indeed.
out on Sunday.
It's gonna play out.
All of this is going to play out
It's
on
gonna play
Sunday.
out, especially if they play him on if the majority of his games are short routes. They're gonna look at him like
Correct.
a plum ass fool. You can't
Look,
do that in no regular season. This ain't no preseason game.
like I told somebody online, because sometimes I like messing with my MAGA people, because
Uh-huh.
I don't know if y'all know, chat. I debate in real life all the time, so that's just a little bit about me. But that somebody was trying to sell me on, you know, that whole he just y'all like him because he black and you don't like Dylan Gabriel because he white and blah blah blah. I said this ain't got nothing to do with color. Let me tell you something, sir. Let me tell you something. Good man. And he was a black guy. That don't he's still a Trump supporter, but that's neither here nor there. I said that had nothing to do with that. Dylan Gabriel went out there last time. The Cleveland Browns are number one defense in the NFL. They have a capable running back that rushed for over 100 yards last game, and the Browns still lost. You know what that points to? That the quarterback is not good enough.
Yeah.
Whether I like to do it or not, when you have those things around you, you are supposed to win that game.
That's right.
Coupled with the fact that your head coach dummy down all the offense was dummy down for you. You were dinking and dunking. You didn't really go down the field. So yeah. And when it was time to make them throws, you were horrible on third down. That's the money down. You got to convert some of them. I think he was like 2 or 9. I'm only judging on based on what I saw now. I give him grace because that was his first game as an NFL pro. But we're not gonna get out
Right.
here and act like he lit it up, sir,
Right.
because he did
Let's
not.
tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Isn't that what your mama
Ah,
said? At least that's what we
yeah.
say in the Big Easy. That's what we say in NOLA. Whatever you want to
Well,
call it. NOLA, Big Easy, New Orleans, the Twins, the Twist, the Jazz. Hey.
hey, it is what it is. If he was out there for my Saints, I'd have said the same thing. Like,
That's
say,
right.
bro,
They're the same thing. We don't
you
sugarcoat nothing down there in
you
Louisiana.
gotta get that ball down the field, bro. We. And on top of that, we about to get out of here, y'all, because I gotta go call the game. On top of that, Cleveland got 2 first-round picks next season. They really need to figure out if one of these guys, either Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, is their quarterback of the future, or let them go so they can go somewhere and be
Right.
developed. Especially to Shedeur Sanders. I'm okay with you trade him because he's not the head coach's pick. So let the young man go somewhere where he can be developed.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. Shedeur Sanders is QB2.
Say, let it sink in. Let it sink in. And then
hey,
here in Texas.
and then Cleveland, T. Camilla said Cleveland wants Arch Manning. Hey, T. Camilla, I'm a football head. They better go watch the tape. Arches. is struggling.
Oh yeah,
Uh, so
they struggling.
ma- maybe they just like picking up quarter. Maybe that's what it is, Tony. Maybe they just like picking up quarterbacks with a famous last name.
Hmm,
Hmm.
that's something to
Inquiring minds want to
ponder.
know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. But anyway, anyway, we gonna get up out of here. Hmm. Thank y'all for
Show
rocking with us.
left, show left.
I hope the Mercury don't get swept tonight, but
We
we
gonna
gonna
say
we gonna
Papa
see.
better be on twin time. If not, they going dead.
Come on, Kalia Copper. I need
It,
you,
it,
baby.
it got to be It got to be Kalia Copper. Without her scoring, real quick before we get on here, without her being a scorer that she is, it's not gonna matter what Dewana Bonner and Thomas do. She has to be a part of the offense.
Come
She
on,
has to
Kalia
be a
Copper.
scoring wreck. So let's see if she pulls it out, y'all. Let's see if she pulls it out.
Come on, Kai. All right, y'all.
And
Thank y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and Wickham. Get Wickham involved, y'all.
You talking about old Sammy? Sammy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sammy then went somewhere and I don't know.
Sammy
She
was
hiding.
Sammy was hiding because they wasn't utilizing her. She looked
They
like she was
was.
out there with no makeup, looking as blind as her skin. I'm just saying.
She do. She do look transparent at times.
but yeah, that part.
But we gonna look. We gonna get up out of here. Look, y'all. Hit the like button on the way out the door. The replay game. Y'all on the replay, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share and comment. Let me know what y'all think about these topics we covered today. Thank y'all for rocking with us today. I'll see y'all in the Players Club for game 4. Thank you, Sister Tony, for coming up here while you was high off coffee. I appreciate
Oh,
your
what?
I appreciate your caffeine induced sports talk, if that's what we'll call it. but but thank y'all for being here, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, chat. We out of here.